Side by side into turn number 1, John Vaninga keeps the hammer down and takes the lead in the 25. Opens up on Keith Benson in the 32. Snazzy Duckworth back into third. Kimberly Hartman fourth. As they head through turns 3 and 4, John Vaninga gets the first call as your first leader at tonight's mini stock A main event. Keith Benson not having it. He closes in on the 25. Off of turn number 2, it's going to be a drag race. Look at the horsepower in the Toyota Corolla, the number 32 of Keith Benson. John Vaninga stays on the loud pedal and keeps the lead off of turn number 4. Snazzy Duckworth loops it off of turn number 4. See if she keeps it running. Does she keep it running? Yes, she does. No yellow flag. Duckworth back in competition here. Good stuff by Snazzy Duckworth, not bringing out the yellow flag. She's back racing here, although obviously in the wrong gear. Side by side across the start-finish line, Benson and Vaninga. Benson just has the better line headed into the corner, gets a better run through these corners. And Benson now crosses over, tries to go to the top side. He notices what's going on. Benson, nobody's fool, going back up to the top. John Vaninga with all kinds of problems come out of turn number 4. There's Benson. Now he's got the top side. He gets to go in faster than everybody. But he picks up a push, and Vaninga keeps the lead down the backside. Johnny Vaninga threatening to pull the upset. Keith Benson has won every single main event so far, and in impressive fashion. Oh, almost contact off of turn number 4. Vaninga comes up on Duckworth trying to put her lap down. Vaninga to the outside does just that on the Ford Pinto of Snazzy Duckworth. Keith Benson trying to bridge the gap a little bit. He does on the turn. John Vaninga's had problems getting off of turn number 4. Does again. Here comes Keith Benson. Side by side they go into turn number 1. Benson tries to cross over off of turn number 2. Benson hits that berm. Gets no run whatsoever, and Vaninga keeps the lead. Kimberly Hartman beginning to close in third. That doesn't sound healthy. Duckworth having obvious mechanical problems in the 20. Vaninga picks up a push, but then all of a sudden breaks it loose and almost loops it off of turn number 4. All the while, Keith Benson closes in, and both of them better look out because here comes the Ford Pinto of Kimberly Hartman. Comes calling for the lead here off of turn number 2. Oh, Benson tries to go to the inside of Vaninga, but spins it into the infield. Scratch that. Benson is third. Duckworth's a lap down. So Vaninga leads him out of turn number 2 down the backside. Kimberly Hartman is second. Here comes Keith Benson. He didn't like being in third for long as they go in side by side to turn 3. There's Vaninga with problems off of turn 4. They're too wide down the front straightaway. Kimberly Hartman never won a main event here at Petaluma. Can see the front of the pack here off of turn number 2. Down the backside, Vaninga leads him. Hartman trying to get around the outside. Benson down there at the bottom. Vaninga always having problems. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Mini stocks 3 wide into turn number 1. Vaninga has led from the flag fall. A good run by Keith Benson goes right by the 25. So put Keith Benson back into the lead, but Vaninga fights back off of turn number 4. 11 laps down. 11 down. Your new leader is your point leader. Keith Benson has won every main event this year so far, and in impressive fashion. This time, John Vaninga looks like he's got a little bit for the 32, so Benson better... Oh, never mind. I was just about to say Benson's got to be careful, but Vaninga nearly spins it out off of turn number 4, and he goes back into third. And if there's a turning point in the race, we may have just seen it with 12 laps down. Benson beginning to stretch it out a little bit. Coming off of turn number 4, 14 laps down, this time by 6 to go for the Rivertown feed, number 32 of Keith Benson. Kimberly Hartman strong in second. John Vaninga likewise in third. Snazzy Duckworth in fourth. Let you guys know if you're headed to the pits after the races are over, please trace around the bathrooms on the north end. There is a road that there's an incline there that you'll walk up and we'll let you through and head you down to the pits. Please do not go by the gate by the flagman. Head down like you're headed out and go around the bathrooms. 16 laps down, this time by Keith Benson has led it since lap number 11. Coming up on 17 laps down and 3 to go for the Rivertown feed, number 32 Toyota Corolla of Keith Benson. John Vaninga spins it out off of turn number 4. $18 down, 2 to go. Kimberly Hartman, is that good when the car gets louder as the race goes on? Coming up for the white flag is the 32 Toyota Corolla of Keith Benson. White flag is in the air. Benson's got to get around the 20 of Snazzy Duckworth. Kimberly Hartman right there to pounce, and she does noticeably close the distance on the 32. We'll see what happens. They head into turns 3 and 4. Benson takes the top side. Here comes Kimberly Hartman, going to give him a shot, coming off of turn number 4. Drag race off of turn number 4 at the line. At the line, that's Kimberly Hartman's main event. .55 wins it, her first lifetime main event victory. Give it up for the 55 of Kimberly Hartman. Yes, there we go. I'm headed down here. Look at the helmet. She got the mohawk thing on top of the helmet. And a Smurf. And there's going to be nobody that's happier right now than your first time. Let's get out here in front of the car so that everybody see you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is her first main event victory. Give it up, Kimberly Hartman. There's not going to be a happier pit in the pits tonight than this one. Kimberly, you kept the hammer down, you never gave up, and look what happened.
Who'da thunk?
Your first main event victory, and you're going to go silent on me. Say something, Kimberly.
There's just no feeling for this right now. I owe it to my fans and my pit crew, everybody that's helped me and encouraged me, and Chris for telling me to keep the hammer down.
Coming off of turn number 4. Oh, actually, as you cross the start-finish line, did you know you won it?
I didn't know.
You didn't know.
Maybe Benson had a bit longer bumper than me.
I think maybe you cheated because if you look at the front of your car, your bumper's like pointed out in front of us. Maybe you cheated a little bit. But still, off of turn number 4, your first lifetime victory here at Petaluma Speedway, you got to be stoked.
This is one of the happiest moments of my life.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Mini stock main event victor, Kimberly Hartman.